Our next inductee is NFCA Executive Director, Carol Bruggeman. The NFCA's Executive Director since 2016, Carol Bruggeman has overseen unprecedented success within the organization. Under her leadership, the association has experienced exponential growth with new records set in membership, sponsorship, awards, education, and events, which includes presiding over the 6th highest attended national conventions in NFCA 40-year history. Yes. She was recognized for her leadership as one of Louisville Business First's most admired CEOs in 2022. Prior to being named Executive Director, Carol was an active coach and NFCA member for nearly 3 decades. She was elected by her peers and served as board president, past president, 4th vice president, and Division I representative. During a successful 25-year coaching career, Carol was Purdue's founding head coach, as well as an assistant at Michigan and associate head coach at Louisville. Carol earned over 700 career victories and had a hand in 11 NCAA regional appearances and 7 conference titles. Carol continues to be involved in on-field initiatives as she currently serves on the selection committee for both the USA Softball Women's National Team and Women's Junior National Team. You also see her on TV as an analyst on the ESPN, SEC, and ACC television networks during the college softball season. Brugg, you played our sport, you coached our sport, you narrate our sport, and now you lead our sport. And you have been an absolute champion at every level. Let's enjoy this video on Carol Bruggeman.
Congratulations, Coach Bruggeman. A huge and well-deserved congratulations on your induction into the National Fast Pitch Coaches Hall of Fame. As a product of college softball, I had the great fortune to be coached, developed, challenged, and mentored by you at Michigan. Together, you and Hutch made me a better player and leader.
Congratulations, Brugg, on your induction into the NFCA Hall of Fame. I still remember our first breakfast in Louisville when I was there on my interview, and I knew almost immediately that there was something really special about you. But little did I know that I was sitting down with someone that was going to be so influential, not only in my career, but in my life. Thank you for your mentorship. Thank you for your friendship. When I think of the very best leaders that I know, I think of you. You have this innate ability to make everyone around you want to be better. And you have this ability to see more in the people that you're leading than they ever knew was possible, and then creating that vision for them. You're amazing, Carol Bruggeman. You're a rock star. You're a Hall of Famer, and you deserve this. Thank you so much for not only what you've done in my life and my career, but thank you for what you've done for the sport of softball.
CB, I am so proud of you. I don't know if NFCA Hall of Fame is something that you ever expected, but it sure is something that you've earned. Not just for your on-field successes, but for what you've done for this sport, this association, and to those who belong to it. I feel so grateful to have been part of your journey and experienced it through many capacities. As a former player, I got to witness a coach who brought passion and competitiveness to the game every day. As a colleague, I get to come to work with someone who inspires me daily. And as a friend, I know you'll be in my corner always.
No one is more deserving. The impact you have made on this organization and the entire sport of softball in such a short time as our executive director is absolutely phenomenal. You lead with passion, drive, and inclusiveness, and your leadership inspires me every day. I am so honored and privileged that I was able to work with you on the NFCA board.
I remember coaching against Carol when she was the head coach at Purdue in 2005. I was immediately drawn and impressed with her enthusiasm, her energy, her spirit as a coach. And you know, there's just some of those coaches that get your attention because of their passion. That's how Brugg is. She carried that same passion into her role as the executive director of the NFCA. She led the NFCA, a nonprofit organization, through the toughest times in our country during the pandemic. We came out stronger than ever because of her innovation, her creativity, and her forward thinking. When I think about Brugg, and what I envy the most is her willingness to do anything, to get in the trenches. She would never ask anyone to do something that she wouldn't do herself. She has the love for softball and our coaching profession. She embodies my favorite quote, "You can't fake passion." I wouldn't want anyone else leading this organization. Congratulations, Brugg.
You took a chance on me, a small town kid in her first college coaching job. That shows the type of person you've always been, someone that invests in people. We coached together for 8 years at Purdue, and that bond didn't stop because we weren't on the same staff anymore. Your impact and your influence continues. Your kindness, your generosity, your energy, your belief in others, it's incredible, it's inspiring.
Coach B as a human, so Carol, I can't believe I'm calling you Carol, is just one of the nicest, most genuine, caring people that I've ever met. She just asks about you and wants to know about your family and wants to develop you as a person.
Brugg, I am so incredibly happy for you. This honor is so well deserved. Your guidance has been monumental for our staff, for this association, for the sport of softball as a whole, and we just want to say thank you for your heart, your drive, your motivation, and everything you do for this sport on and off the field. You are an inspiring leader, you're an amazing coach, and an even better friend. And I am just so blessed that I get to work alongside my role model every single day. So I just want to say thank you, because of you, I truly believe that I'm a better coach, I'm a better mom, and a better person. So I hope you enjoy every bit of today because you've earned it.
Brugg, Coach Bruggeman, congratulations, my friend. I am so honored to be able to share in this incredible life event with you tonight. I'm also just really grateful that I had a chance to share part of your journey during the chapter at Louisville. Had a chance to watch you firsthand, to watch how you approached your craft as a coach and the way that you impacted the lives of your players and really the way you made everyone around you better, including me. I'm grateful for that.
Coaches across the country would say the reason the association has grown so much is because of your leadership, of your embracing all coaches in all divisions. So thank you on behalf of all of us at Iowa, your alums. Thank you.
Carol, congratulations on this honor tonight. We're all very proud of you and pleased that you're recognized in this way. It is certainly well-deserved for the impactful and successful career that you've had. And personally, I'm very proud that I hired you as our first head softball coach at Purdue.
Looks like you made it, Brugg. Congratulations on your induction into the NFCA Hall of Fame. You have positively influenced so many young women on and off the field as a mentor, as a coach, as a leader, and now as the director of our softball association. You treat everyone with kindness and empathy and leave a part of you with everyone you come in contact with.
Brugg, being here with you tonight with your friends and family to celebrate you and your induction into the NFCA Hall of Fame is wonderful. I honestly don't know a better servant leader than you. In fact, I don't know a better person than you. What you've done for so many people, the impact, the influence that you've had on so many of us in this room tonight has simply been amazing. What you've done for the game as a coach and a mentor has been remarkable. And what you've done as a leader, as our leader of the NFCA, has absolutely been incredible. I'm going to say it again. Since the day I met you in 1989, I have not met anybody, and I'm talking anybody, that is a better servant leader or a better human being than you, Carol Bruggeman. It just makes my heart overflow, and I know many are sitting out there tonight feeling the exact same way as we welcome you in to the NFCA Hall of Fame.
Coach B, your first All-American as a head coach here, to wish you a giant congratulations on this tremendous and well-deserved honor, and to thank you for all that you've done for the entire softball community, former student athletes like myself. We learned a lot from you on and off the field, from the dreaded timed mile to chasing storm windows just to get games in, to a literal etiquette class, runny on the right, lumpy on the left. Remember it to this day. It's actually coming in handy tonight as well. I'm 100% positive they don't want me doing this in the ballroom. Congratulations, Coach B.
Wow, Bruggy, the NFCA Hall of Fame. I don't think I know a single person surprised by this induction. When I think about someone's Hall of Fame induction, I think about many facets of their lives. And for you, I think about you as a daughter, as a sister, as an aunt, as a coach, as a friend, and as a leader. You have a remarkable way of transforming spaces that you take up. And when people leave your presence, they leave feeling motivated, inspired, and valued. I think about the countless young women that you've had the opportunity to coach. Many of them are here tonight to celebrate you. The lessons that you've taught them, that you've imparted into their lives, they continue to live out today as women, mothers, and leaders in their own communities. Congratulations on your induction into the NFCA Hall of Fame.
What I loved in working with you, we'd go to these games and you would see a former player, and Brug, you can't fake a real excited and loving reaction. And that's what the former players had. I swear, every time they saw you, man, you could tell that they loved playing for you, and man, you could tell that you loved coaching them.
You are the ultimate and consummate professional. You are one of the greatest servant leaders that any of us have ever seen. And you personally are responsible for not just building a program when you started at Purdue, but helping build this association into one of the strongest associations of its kind in the country.
Be Hall of Famer, inspiring, charismatic, loyal, competitive, compassionate, coach, mentor, friend. Every stage of your career, you've cared about your staff, your players. What's most noteworthy, though? Your heart. You've inspired others to work hard, have a competitive spirit. You've nurtured those around you to be better people. The lifetime of dedication to this sport, the lives you change in the process, you deserve this, Brug.
Hey, Coach B, just want to say congratulations on a much-deserved honor to one of the best coaches I've ever had, and probably the first coach to ever really push me. I think that's what makes you such a great coach, is you always bring out the best in people, whether that's athletically or as humans. So that's something I'll forever be grateful for.
When I first started doing college softball about 6 years ago, I was terrified. This was not a sport that I played. I didn't really know it. So when our coordinating producer at ESPN put me with someone named Carol Bruggeman, I had no idea then just how lucky I was. What a gift that was. But my gosh, I learned it so quickly. There's not a single person out there, not a coach, not an administrator, not a player, anyone associated with the sport of softball who not only knows Carol, but loves her. Carol, to know you is to love you, and you just have been such a blessing in my life to have by my side doing broadcasts, not just because you're pretty much a walking rule book, which I so appreciate, but because of the way that you make everyone so comfortable. You genuinely love the game. You are as wonderful a person as you are an announcer, and I'm so very proud of you for now being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Hi, Bruggs. I just want to say congratulations first and foremost. What an incredible honor for you to be inducted into the NFCA Hall of Fame. There's not many people that are more deserving than you are. And secondly, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for being such an inspiration to me and my career. You only were able to coach me for 1 year, but that 1 year and that connection that we've had has grown into a mentorship and a friendship, and I cannot wait to celebrate with you tonight.
Congratulations, Carol, on your induction into the NFCA Hall of Fame. What a well-deserved honor. Seeing you perform way back when you were in 7th grade, I knew then already that you were a special one. To have had the opportunity to coach you was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. What you have done for the game of softball as a player, as a coach, and now as the executive director of the NFCA is no surprise. And I feel truly blessed to have been even a small part of this journey with you.
You've been a fantastic coach, an unbelievable leader, and mentor to so many. You took over the association at a critical time in its development and just ran with that baton. I could not be more grateful to you. Everything you've done with integrity and class, and I'm so proud to call you a friend.
Carol, to me, you embody everything that is truly exceptional about the sport of softball and the NFCA. You set the most positive tone, and your people-first approach to leadership is inspiring. It's such a privilege to work with you. Congratulations on your induction into the NFC Hall of Fame.
As a coach, you took great pride in the development of student athletes both on and off the field, and you have shown that same dedication as executive director of the NFCA.
Congratulations, Brugg, on this incredible honor. You have impacted our game in so many ways as a student athlete, assistant coach, head coach, clinician, commentator, and now as our executive director. You've grown the game, you've been incredible for us, and you've been such a professional at every turn. But I think what impacts us the most is your kindness, your thoughtfulness, and your work ethic. Can't wait to celebrate with you tonight. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Carol, on your induction into the NFCA Hall of Fame. Your family is very proud of all of your athletic accomplishments. Growing up in a small town in Iowa in the 70s, there was always a game going on a Saturday afternoon at the school cement slab. We always seemed to have an odd number of kids involved in the game, so we tagged Carol along. Even though she was 4 years younger than I, she was never the last one picked to be in that athletic event. We knew from a very young age she was going to be an athlete. I mean, what 6th grade girl can hit 24 of 25 free throws in this Knights of Columbus state free throw contest? What 5'4" girl can be a multi-year state champion in the hurdles, 400-meter hurdles? Anyway, I could go on talking about my sister all day long and her athletic accomplishments, but we're very proud of you, Carol. Your family loves you, and congratulations.
Hi, everybody. I'm so thankful to be here this evening. Her dad and I are so proud of her induction into the NFCA Hall of Fame, and we love her very much.
Hey, Aunt Carol, I know that you know this, but just to say it one more time, we are all so proud of your success and accomplishments. I personally am so thankful for the summers that I was able to spend at Purdue softball camps. Those are definitely memories that I will forever cherish. Again, we are all so, so proud of you, and I know that if Grandpa was here, he would be the proudest one in the room. Love you.
Let's welcome to the podium 2023 NFCA Hall of Fame inductee, Carol Bruggeman.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Kate, for that kind introduction. I mean, you are a cherished friend, a cherished colleague, and one of the most successful coaches in our game, and I'm just so thankful you lend your leadership talents to the NFCA. Thank you to all who wrote letters of recommendation and to the NFCA Hall of Fame committee. Your decisions are not easy ones, and you have many talented people to select from. Thank you for the work you do and for the opportunity to have this moment. I'm truly overwhelmed with gratitude and the kind words on the video and just for your presence here this evening. I mean, I really feel like my heart is about to burst. It was pounding over there, and I'm just truly grateful. Congratulations to Kim and John. You deserve this moment, and your impact on the sport has been tremendous. And I personally am just really honored to forever be in the Hall of Fame class of 2023 with both of you. And to Lonnie, we've had some competitive games on the field, and we are just trusted colleagues off the field. And I know you used the word different a minute ago, and I have written here creative. You're one of the most creative leaders in our sport, and your success speaks for yourself, and congratulations. I'm just so happy for you. I'd like to start with some really good news for all of you. I've been an NFCA member since 1989, and the NFCA Hall of Fame started in 1991. I haven't missed one convention, and I've had the pleasure of listening to every single Hall of Fame acceptance speech. "92 inductees, now 93, with Lonnie, and 93 acceptance speeches. I have not missed one. These speeches have really shaped who I am today. They have motivated and moved me. They have made me laugh and made me cry, sometimes in the same 5-minute time span. For over 3 decades, I sat in awe and listened to messages of humility, passion, determination, and gratitude. This event and those speeches have really shaped who I am today. Now back to that good news. Since I have heard all 93 speeches, I understand the importance of the advice surrounding how to give a great speech. Have a good beginning, have a great ending, and keep the two as close together as possible. There's been much written over the last year about my career journey, including just a brief synopsis in the program. So I'm choosing not to use this time to talk about all those details. I'd rather spend my time talking about puzzles tonight. This induction and this banquet may seem like a moment in time, but it's really a journey. It's a combination of the influences of others, of family and friends, mentors, coaches, players, and people I've been blessed to be around my entire career. It's a reflection of opportunities, choices, and decisions. This Hall of Fame induction, this journey, does not belong to me, it belongs to all of you. It belongs to everyone who has been a part and an important piece of my journey. You've shaped me. Who would have known that when I was growing up in the small town of Charter Oak, Iowa, that the sport of softball and everything surrounding the softball profession would become my life? If the sport of softball was a bicycle wheel and all the opportunities within the sport were represented by the spokes of the wheel, I've been blessed to have really taken a deep dive into a lot of those spokes. From a youth, high school, and collegiate player, an assistant, associate, and head coach, all at the Power 5 level, which some of you would say is a blessing and some is a curse, and you're both right, to NFCA executive director, television analyst, various roles with USA Softball. Because softball has grown, we can all choose many careers involving softball. How lucky am I to have had the pleasure of waking up every day and working in the sport of softball. What a treat it's been. When I think of the influence of others and a career in softball, I think of all the pieces that fit together, and I think of this very special Hall of Fame moment. I just think of puzzles. A completed puzzle is the sum of its parts. Every one of you represents a puzzle piece, and a very important puzzle piece, and you help create this overhaul journey by fitting perfectly in just the right spot, at just the right time, to build and put together this career and ultimately lead to this special moment. A puzzle starts with a different number of pieces. There's 12, there's 100, there's 500, there's 1,000. All of the pieces are there when you dump out the box, and the pile initially, it just appears to be a mess. There's no clear view how to put it together. There's no clear time frame on when it will be complete, no order where to start, and outside of the picture on the box, no view of what the very end result will look like. If you have ever put together a puzzle, you know it takes a healthy dose of a few things. Time and patience, it's not something you do quickly. Experience, you try different pieces at different times, and a combination of problem solving and engineering skills. This might be a conversation in your head when you're putting together a puzzle. Where do I start? What piece fits in what location? Are there pieces I can group together? Where do I start a new section? And for those who struggle in the patience department, am I done yet? Some puzzle pieces are big pieces. Some are small pieces. Some are colorful, some are neutral, some are funny shaped, and all are meaningful and fit into the big picture. Sometimes you find the right piece, but not at the right time. So you come back to it later. Some pieces are obvious. You immediately know where they go right away, and they fit just right. Others, you have to keep trying new places at new times. You keep searching, and bam, that piece that never seemed to fit, it does fit in just the right spot, at just the right time, and helps bring the whole picture into view. One thing is for certain when putting together a puzzle: every piece matters. If one piece is missing, it's obvious. There's a big hole, and it can only be filled with one special piece. You all represent pieces of my puzzle, pieces of my journey. You have shaped and created this moment. Your puzzle piece fits at exactly the right place and exactly the right time. And without even just one of you, my puzzle, my career journey would be incomplete. So tonight, it really isn't about me. It's about all of you. A puzzle can also teach us a few things about who you surround yourself with. Each piece has to be connected with the correct other pieces to create sections or groups. These sections typically have similar colors and designs, and these clumps or pieces build a foundation for the overall puzzle. It helps paint a bigger picture and a clearer picture of the end result. Now, we all know that our words, actions, and our thoughts and values are influenced by who you choose to surround yourself with. How lucky am I to continue to be surrounded by amazing, talented, kind, driven, loving, and overachieving people. A lot of you here tonight are in my various clumps or sections. Thank you. Your collective words and actions have been influential along this journey. The people I have been fortunate to be surrounded by are decorated student athletes, championship coaches. They have fields and facilities named after them. They are in Hall of Fames. The list goes on and on. Thank you for rubbing off some of your good vibes on me just by being in your presence. I'd like to recognize several of these puzzle sections, or as I'd like to call them, teams, here tonight. Without you, this moment would not be possible. I've been a part of teams my whole life. I've always been drawn to teams. I thrive in that environment, and it fills my bucket. The synergy, the common goals, the collaboration, the joy in seeing a teammate succeed. It's so much fun and so rewarding to be part of something bigger than yourself, to invest in someone, to count on someone, to be counted on, to work together, to have someone to celebrate with. Although I appreciate those who work from home and work independently by themselves day after day, that would not be for me. I mean, how do you do a staff meeting? You look in the mirror every day and you say, what do you want to do? You look good. You look good. I don't know. I couldn't do it. Quite simply, I need teams. It's part of my DNA and the fabric that motivates me. One of the vital puzzle sections or teams is represented by all the former players, parents, and coaching staff members in the room. I am truly overwhelmed by the amount of people on this team who are here this evening and those who have reached out with various messages throughout the last year. Like a puzzle, I feel very connected to this group. If I ever had the pleasure of being your coach at Michigan, at Purdue, or Louisville, or I ever had the pleasure of coaching your daughter, or working with you on a coaching staff at any time, will you please stand so we can properly thank you? Please stand. Come on, there's a lot of you here tonight. I'm so gracious. I mean, I love you all, and it's very simple. You are the reason I love coaching. Thank you for allowing me into your lives and to share some of your biggest challenges and biggest triumphs. I have learned so much from you, and you have all enhanced my life in so many ways. I am so proud of you and all of your accomplishments. I've had the pleasure of holding many titles throughout my career, but the greatest title of all time has been and will always be coach. Now, when you're a longtime coach and you transition away from day-to-day coaching, you miss two things. You miss practice, and you miss being around your team. But fortunately for me, when I became the NFCA Executive Director, I inherited a very talented team. And even though I was not on the field every day, I still had a team. Our team has changed and expanded over the years, and yet the passion, dedication, and just overall fun remains the same. And I'm going to ask one more group to stand tonight. And those of you who are attending our overall NFCA convention, which this event is just one part of the overall convention, this team deserves a lot of credit, not only for what they're doing this week, but the entire year long for our entire coaching community. And I just want to thank you, NFCA team, for inspiring me to be my best every day. Please stand and be recognized. Now, sometimes a 200-piece puzzle is enough. All is good, feels good, you're challenged and fulfilled along your career journey. And then an opportunity comes along and you consider trying that bigger puzzle, the 500-piece, the 1,000-piece puzzle. You wonder, can I do it? Where do I start? Ultimately, to tackle a new adventure, you do what you've always done and surround yourself with great people and dive in. And by doing so, you welcome a whole new network into your life. That's been the NFCA team. And that's been the ESPN team. The respect I have for the television industry is immense. These people are the most prepared group I've ever been around, yet can execute on the fly better than anyone. They can focus in the moment better than anyone. And I'd like to thank all the producers, directors, the play-by-play talent I worked with over the years for their training, support, patience, and an encouragement for making a live broadcast a lot of fun. I've also been blessed to be surrounded by first-class mentorship, leadership, and coaching colleagues team. Throughout my entire career, the people I've looked up to are people who've guided my path, who have encouraged me, pushed me, and taught me, have been so influential in my career. They have shown me the path to excellence. They have consistently been there for a phone call, a text, a hug. This is a sampling of the people on my mentorship and leadership team. The winningest coach in Division I history, the highest ranking female at the NCAA, Hall of Famers, athletic directors, championship coaching colleagues, decorated award winners, people who have fields and facilities named after them. The list goes on and on. This is my mentoring and leadership team. There are simply too many to list individually. You know who you are, and I love you all. When I grow up, I want to be just like you. The foundation of putting together any puzzle starts with the corners or the borders. Setting a solid foundation and frame is important to completing the puzzle. It keeps everything in perspective and keeps the big picture in sight. The corners and the borders are always there to bring you back home. Having a quality coach early in life is important to setting the tone and building the foundation for sticking with athletics. Like many of you, my first coach when I was young was my dad. However, my next coach, the one who made me want to come to practice every day, the one who made me want to compete every game and to work hard to achieve my goals, was my high school basketball and softball coach, Jay Harms. His wife, Linda, was also my basketball coach. Their passion and knowledge of teaching and how to treat people inspired me to be a coach. Coach Harms is one of those people who is in a Hall of Fame and who has a field named after him. Both Jay and Linda are here tonight, and your lessons and your passion help feed my passions. You are some of the first pieces put into my puzzle and have stayed there my entire life. Thank you for building a strong foundation around coaching and teaching. Another foundational section of my puzzle is called the Purdue Crew. We named ourselves the Purdue Crew because we all worked and met at formative times in our lives at Purdue University. We all have different backgrounds, we all have different professions, but we share that bond that has been strong for over 3 decades. We all still get so excited to call and to text and hang out with one another. We've laughed together, we've cried together, we've laughed so hard we've cried. It made us cry together. We vacationed together. I mean, there's not much we haven't done together and without each other. We've been there for each other each and every day. And Stack, you are the undisputed leader of this group. There's no doubt. Everybody would say that. People look to you for your wisdom and guidance, something I've been doing for decades. Thank you for your unwavering love and support. And to Carrie, Bert, Critty, Val, Brooke, all the Purdue crew over there, all the people at a couple tables over here involving Purdue University, you are my rock. I love you all so much, and it means the world to me to have you here tonight. The corner pieces of the puzzle are my family, the Bruggeman team. I love them so much. Whether we see each other every day or a few times a year, we have always remained close. To put it simply, I hit the jackpot in the family department, and they're just good people and fun to be around. To be a Bruggeman means you love sports, you love to learn, you love music, you love travel, and lots of time on a boat and on a lake. My nephew Ethan is here tonight. You and I are a lot alike, bud. You've got an upbeat personality and a zest for life. You own your own business in your 20s. It's just an impressive accomplishment, and I'm even more proud of the man you're becoming. Thank you for being here tonight. To his girlfriend, Keisha, thank you for loving my nephew and for embracing our family with open arms. You're a sweet soul. My niece, Emily, is my mini-me. You played softball for quite a while, attending University of Nebraska and Purdue camps, and it was so fun to be part of that journey with you. You've always been on top of life and possess a helping spirit, so it's no surprise you're an outstanding nurse and an even better mom. Thank you for being part of this special evening. And thank you to my brother, Brian. You've been just a terrific big brother. Thank you for inviting and including me to play sports with your friends. You made my childhood so much fun, the lake, playing board games and cards, and just having someone to hang out with. You led the way in setting high standards, which made me want to achieve big goals too. I mean, you're an Eagle Scout, you had perfect attendance in school, and you're already in a Hall of Fame. Thank you for your support. I love you. And there's no doubt about it that the biggest pieces of my puzzle are my mom and dad. They are two of the most amazing people I know. Their unwavering support and love means everything. Among thousands of other gifts, they gave me two priceless gifts, roots and wings. The roots of integrity, how to not expect but earn things, and how to treat people. The wings of the ability to try new things and explore opportunities and to just go for it in life. My dad, Wade, passed suddenly 6 months ago to the day today. I miss him every day. He's here with us in a photo, coaching photo on my family table tonight. He continues to be a strong presence in my life in all that I say and do. As I mentioned earlier, he was my first coach, and as a lifelong educator, my lifelong teacher. He was also my catcher in the backyard during my very brief pitching career and fixed the birdhouse as I knocked down many times with a rise ball gone wrong. Thank you, Dad. You will always be my favorite coach, and I will continue to do my best to make you proud every day. Finally, the biggest piece of the puzzle, the aha piece that just makes everything else fit, belongs to my mom, Ruth. She is one of the smartest people I know. She's taught herself so many skills, and at 86 years young, continues to learn every day. She's an accomplished musician, an excellent writer, and the most selfless person on the planet. Thank you for always being at my games, for your support, for giving me the confidence to just keep going for it, and for pushing me in your own way to be my best. You are the wind beneath my wings, and I would not be here today without your love and support. So to everyone tonight, thank you for being a huge piece of my puzzle. You fit in just the right place at just the right time, and you've helped create this amazing, beautiful career, this overall puzzle, and this very meaningful Hall of Fame moment. In the words from the movie Jerry Maguire, you complete me. I'm forever grateful for this moment. Thank you so much.